Welcome back to the 6th Gear Garage. I'm bringing this 88 Acura Legend back from the grave. Last time I fixed a couple electrical issues, gave it 12 volts, and couldn't hear the fuel pump prime. So I pulled it out, and it was toast. And so was the 10-year-old gas in the tank, so I pumped that out. Well, the new fuel pump has arrived. It's a universal guy. I gotta reuse the old housing. It came with this too. I hope this does the trick. I've got to get this thing running soon because my next project just showed up yesterday. This is a 1980 Toyota pickup long bed. It does run, but it's quite rusty, as you can see. Pretty much the exact opposite of the Legend. I'm excited to get started on this one. When buying a new fuel pump, it's always a good idea to put 12 volts to it first, just to make sure it works. Next, I got to work on removing the old fuel pump from the housing. I planned on soldering the harness for the new pump to the existing wires on the housing, but after seeing how crusty the original wires were, it was better to replace them altogether. I had the correct size connectors on hand, so that sped things up. I crimped and soldered for good measure. Then cleaned and reassembled everything. Alright, time to drop her back in. Before trying to start the engine for the first time since who knows when, I wanted to have a look at the timing belt to be sure it wasn't cracked and deteriorating. That was a lot of work. I missed checking the timing belt on a D-series. I've got enough room to slide this cover over a little. And you can see that the belt looks great. I feel better about starting it now. There's still that old, nasty gas in the fuel line, so I'm loosening the banjo bolt on the fuel rail. And that will allow the fresh gas to push out the old gas when the fuel pump primes. I need to unplug that antenna. Clunk, clunk, clunk. And I don't hear a fuel pump. I forgot to plug in the ECU. Now let's try it. There it is. We have fuel. Nice work, bud. Oh yeah, we expelled some old fuel there. Yeah, we're wrenching.
That one doesn't need a lot of work. This one needs a lot of work.
Yeah, it needs a whole lot of work.
What happened?
Didn't want to start, did it?
Now can I come in?
Yeah, you can come back in now. We got some more work to do here.
Right there.
So, I'm looking over the engine, and that could be the problem. No spark. That might help. Don't know, buddy.
But how are we gonna fix it?
Well, we know it's getting gas.
Is it the sticky gas?
We got all the stinky gas out of it. I'll start by checking the cap and rotor, but it's in here so tight, I have to take apart the airbox to get it out. Yeah, you work on the truck, I'll work on the Acura. This thing's cast aluminum. That's crazy. So let's see. What's he doing over there? I never know what he's doing back there. That's an interesting air filter. I've never seen a filter like this before. Some critters were here. There too. I can barely squeeze the cap by here. Doesn't look horrible. Definitely some miles on it. Made in Italy. Rotor is pretty dirty. I cleaned it off. See if that helps any. Alright, buddy. Why don't you stand back a little bit and we'll see if she starts up.
Right here? Right here, Dad?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
My neighbor came over and we pulled the spark plug to check for spark while I tried to start it, and there was no spark. Remember all that water under the seat with the ECU in the last episode? And that blown ECU fuse that I replaced? I'm thinking the ECU got fried at some point while the car sat for 10 years with all that moisture in it. Well, that's all I've got for today. Subscribe to stay tuned. I will make this Acura Legend run. I'm going to go do some ECU shopping on eBay. Thanks for watching.